Hi everyone, it's Ryan again with Virtual Results and HomeValueGuides.com. In this video, we're just going to walk you through how to set up your CloudCMA account for the very first time. Initially, you're going to have to spend maybe minimum 5 minutes on this, and I recommend you set up the minimum first. And then I recommend you go back and really make that CMA something special, okay? So I'll kind of do it in the same step. I'll assume you're logged into your site and you're maybe at this stage where you're doing your site settings, or you may be in your wizard where you need your CloudCMA API key. That's the perfect time to jump over to CloudCMA and set up your account and get your API key. Let's jump in there and I'll show you how to do it. In case you don't have the link handy, in case you don't want to Google it, you can always come right here, CloudCMA. Open this link in a new tab and you'll get this page right here the first time you come in. You will have to find your MLS. For those of you that don't find your MLS here, please contact support. We'll request that they integrate with your MLS provider. The only other problem that you might have at this stage is that there are a few MLSs that make you log into CloudCMA from within your own MLS. In that case, you actually don't need to create it here. You could just go to your MLS and access your CloudCMA, and the steps will be exactly the same to get your API key. So I'll show you how to do that. Okay. But for most of you, it's going to be pretty straightforward. Finding your, you'll find your state, you'll select your MLS, and you'll be off to the races. Okay. The basics. Put your info here. I don't think this will stump anyone. We've got city, state, password. Do note this. Okay, write it down. Don't want you to get stuck without it, although you can always do a password reset. When you're done with that, come here, click the, read and get okay with the terms of service, click that and continue. When you continue, you'll be brought to a page where you do need to put in your MLS username and password. And that's to verify that you're actually an association member, because this is a report that uses actual quality live MLS data. And so only National Association members National Association of Realtor members, may access CloudCMA. That's pretty straightforward. When you get in, this is going to kind of be your dashboard. The first thing you want to do is go to Settings, API, and get your API key. It's that simple. This just allows CloudCMA to communicate with your Home Value Guides website. It's that simple. It's literally a key that allows them to work together. So I'm going to come over here, copy. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go into the CloudCMA tab, the miscellaneous tab of site settings. And I'm going to paste that API key here. I'm also going to say, yep, I've got the key, so let's use CloudCMA. Next, I'm going to come down here and save changes. Always save your changes. Okay, with that, you're good to go. With that, you can technically now go to your website, put in a local address. It is going to have to be in your MLS area, obviously, and request your first report. And you can actually receive your first report immediately. Well, give it 60 seconds or something, but you're off to the races. Now, the default CloudCMA report can be and should be improved by you. So let's assume you got to this stage, you're ready to go, and now it's time to improve it. Let's do it together. You actually don't, the improving of your CloudCMA report doesn't have anything else to do with your Home Value Guides website anymore. Okay, you've integrated the two of them. You're done with this. Okay, so you can go ahead and go back to your dashboard or do whatever you want. Heck, you could log out of here if you wish. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to CloudCMA. And for those of you that don't know, you've got a CMA button here, and when the first time you create a CMA, all of your CMAs are, well, all of your CMAs are going to be listed on this page. So if a client, let's say if a client does not get a CMA, they're not able to get the email, you just come right in here. You'll see ability to view the PDF, and you get the link and you can send it to them directly. Okay, what I'm going to show you how to do now is some of the basics of setting up CloudCMA to really make the report special. And you could really do it pretty quick too. I would like to also encourage you guys to attend this daily webinar to get the most out of CloudCMA. It's really a fantastic product, and you should use it often. In addition, you will naturally use it often with home value guides, but you should also use this, in your day-to-day business to create CMAs. And you could even do buyer tours and flyers and stuff like that. So I would really encourage you to get the most out of the CloudCMA by attending one of their free webinars. Now, let's jump into it. How do you set this up? Let's go back to settings. Put in your user info. Some of this is going to be some trial and error, because you might put in your first name and last name, and then you go and you generate your first report and you say, oh gosh, I wanted this to come from my team or my whatever. So don't be afraid to get it wrong. In other words, come in here, set it up, configure it, choose a photo, company name, update. Now, this part can be a little bit tricky, but it's pretty straightforward. This is you're going to have a contact portion of your report. It's going to be on the bottom. You're probably going to want to have your email there. If you do something wrong, you actually can't edit it. You just delete it and do it again. Okay. So let's say you want to do another email. Boom. Let's say you want to reorder them. Boom. Let's say you'd like to put your home value guides website. Maybe yours is Torrance. Okay. Let's say you want to reorder it. No problem. Let's say you want to put another web address. Maybe your main web address. That's how you do it. Okay. And when in doubt, when concerned, just delete. And you're good to go. Okay. Next, you may go here again. You probably won't need to, but in some cases you may have some trouble signing up or need to come here again or whatever. You can come in here and change it. Page contents is an interesting part. Okay, there are a couple of default pages here, and you could choose to include them or not. It's good content. It merges in the title of the report, the date, and stuff like that. That's pretty straightforward. However, I would encourage you to get creative. Specifically, get all of your testimonials from your website and paste it in here. Make this look really good. Hit save. Agent resume, get rid of this stuff. Put in your bio. Make it look incredible. Hit save. Got another idea for something? Maybe it's a special feature, special bio of your team, special offer, something. Create a new page, name it, and put it in here. Now, by putting things in here, they're not right away going to show up in your CMA. You do need to know that. So you do need to kind of stick them in there. Okay. But this is the groundwork. In order to get them in your CMA, you have to do them here first. Okay, this you won't have to mess with. And again, this is your API. And you won't have to mess with this after you set it up for the first time as well. Now, let's get into how to customize a CMA. Okay, for this next step, I had to log into an account that had already generated a CMA. In order to start customizing your CMAs, you do need to generate one. And heck, you could just do one on your own house if you wish. Just enter in some data here, put in an address and hit fetch listings, and it'll automatically do a radius search. Now, if you're doing this for a customer, don't do that. Get in here, put exactly the MLS numbers you want, make it really special. If you're doing it for maybe when you actually go to the listing presentation. However, for the website, we want something really quick. The customers want something now. And so what we do is the radius search. Okay. Now let me back up. The way that you customize your CMAs going forward is you edit the last one that you've done. So if I hit edit here, I'm going to go into this area here where I can customize this. When I hit publish again, all of the future CMAs that I do are going to fit this format. So if you don't like the agent resume page, delete it. Okay, if you've done some special pages like I recommended, they'll show up over here. Put them in, get them in there, get them in the spots that you want. In other words, make this your own. Don't be afraid to absolutely remove things. I will give you a few tips here. Recently, I made these a lot shorter, and the way I did that is I took out photos here. No one does adjustments. No one messes with that anyway. Okay, so I made this eliminated like 50 pages. Additionally, I really got quite serious about getting rid of anything that I hadn't customized for a client recently. For example, this marketing action plan, this is actually one that you can customize. But you should see here that, oh, this is actually she may have worked on that. So, but commission distribution, let's get rid of that. Why you need a real estate agent, gone. Stuff like that. The other thing that I have done recently is I've messed with this, or not messed with, but adjusted this theme. There's a lot of different themes here, and you can get one that matches your franchise or actually is your franchise pretty darn easily, and that can make the report, that can make it all the difference to how these look. So go ahead and use that. Find if nothing else, find a color that you're proud of and that you like and that maybe matches your website. Select that. Layout, I've been using the 4 photos, 4 properties per page. See this one? I like it because 4 properties on a page eliminates a whole lot of pages. The alternative is, I think the default is something like this, where you're going to be sending out a lot of paper. Now, granted, these aren't going to kill any trees probably. People are going to be getting these by email. However, what I've found is that when you send someone an 80-page CMA report, there can be kind of some fatigue there, and they kind of don't see it as they think, someone just threw in the whole kitchen sink here. They didn't really, they're not really trying to get at what I need. So we want to deliver the most value as quickly as possible. I suggest that you try something like this, 4 properties per page. And then finally, I haven't adjusted font. You're welcome to try that. Whatever you do, you need to publish report at the end. It will take a second. It will, actually regenerate a report, and then you can view it. The way I view it is I do it this way. I do it that way because I hate going back and forth, with these arrow buttons, because it's slow. So what I do is I view it in another window. It will load. And I can always come back here then. What I end up doing is actually coming back here in another window. I'll look at the page. I'll say, oh, okay, I really don't like this. Let's say I don't like this page on intelligent pricing. Just an example, okay? Then I'll come back here and I'll find that page on intelligent pricing and I'll remove it and hit publish again. So in other words, I work back and forth because when you're looking at it here, it can be kind of hard to figure out, okay, what is the moving checklist? Do I like the moving checklist? Whatever. Just what I do is I go back and forth, and that makes it really easy. Okay, next up, you'll get into a situation where you want to give this report to someone. Maybe they weren't able to receive it by email. Maybe you just want to spread the word and share it. Okay, here's some links to the PDF. You can put it on they go all out here. They make it really easy to share it. Tell you the truth, what I do though, I don't even use that. I just go ahead and I grab this URL and I will email it to someone. It's as simple as that. I don't do attachments. They're hard to deliver. I just send someone a PDF and they're off to the races. Okay. So now, just to review, anytime I make that change, all future CMA reports will be made in that new format. For example, without a page I deleted. I don't believe it's going to go back and adjust your previous CMA reports, just so you're aware of what it does and doesn't do. Okay, with that, I want to wrap up the CloudCMA portion and wish you the best of luck in using this tool. Thank you very much.